present here. Today we have a very exciting topic which is EFT. It's a new term for me. I hope it's new term for you as well. And EFD it's very important to know because today's nowadays adults needs our help. Adults needs how to strategies to understand. And today we have a very wonderful speaker, Keerthy Sudha Ramani ma'am. By profession, Sudha ma'am is counseling psychologist, remedial teacher, art therapy counselor, storyteller, and by qualification, ma'am has done MSc in psychology, certification in remedial tutoring, PG diploma in art therapy, and certifications in storytelling, and many more certification. And ma'am always inspire us, and we are going to learn lots of things like how we can deal with EFT, the strategies which are very important nowadays and need of the hour for every family. And thank you so much, ma'am, for being here with us, giving your precious time. We are so glad to have you here. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's overwhelming to hear so much like that. Thank you. I'm starting the slideshow. Okay. If anything is there, I'm not able to see myself or any other person when I'm sharing. So, if anything is there, please.
Only I request you that your slideshow, please make it a full screen so that the visibility becomes more better.
Oh, it's not showing you like that. Just a
No,
moment.
it was like
Yes.
left side all slides are there and you are reviewing it. Instead of that, make it as a screen.
That's what from the beginning I did. So it is showing like that only for me.
Yes, ma'am. You can click on slideshow and you can share screen. It's visible.
Or you want to wait for some more time to some others to join or something for another 5 minutes and then start at 8:05?
Sure, no problem.
बट श्वेता जी अभी तो स्लाइड गायब हो गई वो तो मेरे
Yes,
को तो
yes.
नहीं
Ma'am
दिख
is
रही।
sharing. Ma'am is sharing. Okay. Just
अच्छा ओके नो 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 प्रॉब्लम ओके
I'm waiting. Someone said we
yes,
need
ma'am.
to
You
wait.
can share screen. So if we are able to see the screen, yes, it's visible or not.
नहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं वो you are handling that thing.
Is it now visible? The full screen is visible, sir? No.
It's okay, ma'am.
No.
The slides are visible. We are able to see the content. It's visible. No worries.
Okay.
It's not full screen, but yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Shall I wait or shall we start?
We can start, ma'am.
Yeah. Actually, executive function skills. What is executive functioning? Executive functioning is the ability to plan. If you have to do anything, you need to plan and execute it in a certain way so that you will get a good result out of it. So all these executive function skills we can develop we have to develop on our own. They are not innate. When the child baby bonds, as they grow, we need to teach certain skills like that. Only from the childhood we need to teach executive function skills so that they can perform better in their lives. So the kids will grow and they can perform when they grow into adults. Sometimes that is why if but these executive function skills can be taught. As our brain grows up to 24 years of age, we can learn at any age of our life. But what happens, no, if you learn from the childhood itself, it will be beneficial for you or for anybody. For example, I am a remedial teacher. If I teach the skills, the certain skills which the children are lacking, if I teach even in remediation also, the reading skills, writing skills, everything, the early the best, we say. So like that, if we are trained ourselves in our childhood itself, the term is very new to us. Maybe nowadays we are hearing more about this executive functional skills, but not when we are small children, we don't know about all these things. So, if executive functioning is the ability to plan, to take action rather than procrastinate, to consider multiple possibilities when solving problems, and to stay focused. All these things, we in our brain there is prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the main thing which controls all these executive function skills. If anybody has any issue with the prefrontal cortex, they show deficits in these skills. Executive function skills are not, they guide us to have self leadership. I mean, we can be on our own. We don't need to get disturbed by many things. If your planning is not correct, or if you are not able to take the prioritize the things, or time management is a problem, all these things will influence our emotional thing also. Impulse control, ability to shift to other activities, that means flexibility is not there. All these things will get affected. So executive function skills, if you don't develop all these things, if you have you can see these things, like a self leadership is there, immediate gratification versus long term consequences. Immediate gratification is that is impulse control. If you are impulsive, you seek immediate gratification. If you wait for the long term consequences, or you may miss long term consequences. If you learn to wait, you will get long term benefits out of them. And reflection about action, in certain areas we tend to, when you are impulsive, you are not able to identify where reflect where you are lacking behind, where your skills are lacking, which skill you need to enhance. All those things, if reflection is not there, they will you can't perform better. And integration of parts of ourselves, like thoughts, feelings, and behavior, that is what moods and all, we tend to get upset very easily because we are not up to the others level. We may compare with ourselves with others, and we think that we are not up to the mark. And everybody, all the thoughts will lead to feelings will show in the form of behavior. All these things will get affected. And judgment also, we are not able to like ourselves, though there won't be any self compassion, because we are not performing at what we want, at the level what we want. So here executive function skills also help us to start from goal setting to goal getting. If we lack executive function skills, goal setting is itself a big issue. Even though if you set a goals, it is difficult for you to reach the goals. Here in this, there is a quote, it is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It is with Buddha. This quote suggests that executive function skills. Yes.
I think this slide is not moving.
1 minute. Shall I stop sharing? What
Yes,
is
ma'am.
happening?
You just stop. Slide. You can share again. Just the slides are not moving.
Sure. I will share it. Why it is coming like that? I'm not able to
You
understand.
do not do the slideshow. It's simply by slide by slide. You can show.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It is better to conquer. This quote says that executive functioning is nothing but self leadership. If you manage yourself, you can win the battles, and you can work up all through messy situations that all of us face in our daily life. And here these are the skills. Actually, 12 skills are there. One is the response inhibition, means you tend to for everything you feel that they may think that way, can I do it like that. Everything is inhibition showing in it. Or if anybody asks you to do like that, you may blurt out, why should I do like that? And there is no flexibility. Metacognition means thinking about thinking. I mean, if you are doing something, that is what is self-awareness or self-reflection. It helps metacognition to identify where you are going wrong or how you are performing, all these things. And goal directed persistence. If you are start anything, you have to end that also to get a result. If we are not, if that is also one of the skills. Persistence is important. A stress tolerance. If you are stress tolerance, and I'm just reading out the skills, okay. Emotional control, working memory. Working memory, these are the emotional aspect of executive function skills. These things, the below six skills are help us to perform well. But these two, both areas we need to work, and they have to work in work hand in hand. Otherwise, if one skill is lacking, all the other skills also will get affected. Working memory means whatever, if you focus, then only whatever the other people are saying, you can that will go into the mind. So, and then task initiation, mind means it goes into the memory. Task, if you have to start any project, if you get any project, you need to for starting only, you don't have motivation. So that is executive function skill. Task initiation is also one of the executive function skills to maintain performance. Sustained attention. All these, if you have to continue with your task, you need to have certain attention also. Planning and prioritization, organization skills, time management. All these are have to work hand in hand. Otherwise, you can't. That is here one more quote by Joko Willing, that discipline is freedom. Some mostly, if you are disciplined, you're sure that you'll achieve what you want. But if some, as I am also a discipline is such a pressuring word. If I am disciplined, like army personnel, how they feel initially, if anybody joins any army, they may struggle to fit into that regime. But once the regime is set, they are up to their, when they work together to work to achieve what they want to in their lives. That is what discipline is important, to be self free. Otherwise, we don't have all the things are set aside, and you can't be free, no. If planning is not there, or prioritization, the discipline is missing, you feel pressurized only at the end of the life, at the end of the day, I mean. And Dr. Lara Hannes Webb, she proposed 6 super skills to enhance our skills. To wherever you are lagging behind, you can work on those skills. Like for that, 6 super skills she proposed, and build skills to achieve your own goals. That is, first one she mentioned is find gifts. Second one, set goals. Third, chunking. 4, boost motivation, manage mood, and the science of attention management. All these are 6 important super skills. If you work on this, you will definitely achieve. You will be free from all those mood swings or disturbances, emotional disturbances, all those things. Find gifts. Usually, find gifts are nothing but, I am going to describe slowly all these skills. Find gifts is identifying strengths. What are your strengths? You need to identify. Instead of that, we tend to focus on what we lack, or what is wrong with us, what we cannot achieve. That leads to depression and anxiety, and all these negative everywhere. All the beliefs will set in. I'm good at this only. I can't do that. So I don't start only that activity, or I end up giving up. So negative feedback and low expectation. If anybody gives self-negative feedback, is most dangerous actually. If anybody gives the negative feedback, if you take it in a constructive way, it helps you. But we end up thinking that they commented on us, and all those things contribute to this depression or anxiety, like emotional disturbances. How to find gifts? You can ask yourself questions. How do you find your strengths? What success did you have this week, or what are the 3 biggest things, biggest successes in your life you have achieved? Even that might be a simple thing. For example, if I'm not good at cooking, but I want to achieve the honing those cooking skills. So if I make tea also, that is the biggest success for me. Like that we can, I mean just giving an example, I can cook. When did you feel most appreciated? Or like when you can add your questions, so you to identify your strengths. Write out 5 interests that you have, because interest gives you motivation. So what are all the interests you have? You can I mean online interest rating scales are also there. You can identify your interests and work on those also. Am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You are.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, now the types of goals we can uh, second is go setting goals, right? So in that we have goal setting is always important, because you need to, if you have to plan something, you need to have a goal, and how stepwise sequential how to go ahead. That helps us to achieve our goals at the end of the day. So already most of us knows that smart goal setting, like a specific, uh, measurable, at, attainable, relevant, and time bound. All these goals, this terminology we know. So types of goals means school. I mean, as adults, we, though we finished our schools or vocational goals, we have to work on enhancing our skills. Like for example, I have to learn these technologies seriously, to use these technologies. Maybe my youngsters, I mean people who are younger to me, they are good at using technology. So I have to be uh, proactive to learn those skills, to be efficient in that area also. Like that, for example, I mean I'm attending, you are all attending this workshop because to enhance your learning. Like that. And relationships, in relationships, if you have to maintain certain relationships, you need to have some shared interests. So always commenting on others or pointing out somebody, you, that won't maintain help you to maintain good relationship. And focusing on positive, and if you focus positive things on in others, you will definitely see. And also focus on your skills also, positively think about yourself also. That helps you to give you motivation and self-esteem. It builds your self-esteem, and confidence builds your confidence, so that you can maintain relationships. And health and fitness, if you want to achieve something, you need to be fit and fine to work out on that. And you have to build social circles also, so that you can have gain more knowledge. Or networking these days is very important. And bucket list, so after working on all these things, you have to relax also. So plan a weekend at the beach, or going to a movie, or meeting friends, something like that. Everything is important in life. So how to go ahead in life, that is in your hands. Setting goals, and for example, first you need to write out a goal, write out the purpose of your goal, write out one action step. As you we said already, attainable. So, simple goals will help you. If you keep a good, I mean big goal in your life, you need to have, for example, if you have to go to the 7th floor, you need to cross the 1st floor. You cannot reach the 7th floor in one go. You have to go stepwise only. So setting goals is also important in that manner only. For each and every step, if you are procrastinating more, each and every step, check out and appreciate yourself, that I have done at least this much today. But don't satisfy yourself also, I mean with that itself, and you won't go there further then. So research shows that setting attainable goals increase happiness and well-being, likely because it gives a sense of control on yourself. You have control on yourself. You maintain that discipline. Self-discipline is there. That gives you a lot of motive, happiness. And seriously, you will be able to tell other person that I have done this much. So it is possible. Always our success stories will be motivational for others. This suggests the benefits of breaking goals down into attainable chunks. That is what I said. We cannot reach the 7th floor on one go. We need to go stepwise. Goal attainability is
Goal
linked
attainability
to
is linked to
well-being.
well-being.
Health will be
Health will be
definitely
definitely
maintained
maintained
also.
also.
Otherwise, you will
Otherwise, you
end
will
up
end up
in
in
anxiety or
anxiety or
depression.
depression. Everybody is
Everybody
going
is going ahead.
ahead.
I'm
I'm
not
not
able
able
to
to go with them like that. You end up
become
feeling.
like that. You end up feeling.
Chunking. What is meant by
Chunking.
chunking?
What is meant by chunking?
Most powerful skill
Most
with
powerful
immediate
skill with
progress.
immediate
Chunking.
progress. Chunking.
That's why
That's why
the skill
the
gets
skill
the
gets
most
the most
impact
impact
with the
with the
least
least
effort.
effort.
In
Yeah,
a
drawback.
drawback, if
Sometimes
sometimes
while
while
chunking,
chunking
we end
we
up
end
that
up that
thinking about
thinking
our
about our
failure. Right? It
failure.
is too
It is too
obvious.
obvious.
Everybody is
Everybody
getting
is
this
getting
result
this
only. I am
result
also
only.
one
I
of
am
them.
also
What
one
is
of
there
them.
to
What is there
achieve
to
anymore?
achieve anymore?
Are I
Are
all
I
are like me
all are
only?
like me only?
Nobody is there to help
Nobody is
me. Like
there to
that, we
help me.
may
Like
end
that
up
we may end
thinking.
up
So
thinking.
first
So
step,
first
if you
step,
have
if you
in
have
goal
in a
setting,
goal
first
setting,
step in
first
chunking,
step
what
in
is the first
chunking,
step?
what is the first
Review.
step?
Every day
Review.
you need to
Every day
preview
you
the
need to preview the
step. Second,
step. Second,
first step is
first
previewing
step is
your
previewing your
progress.
progress.
And second step, put
And
on a
second step,
schedule.
put on
Are
a
you
schedule.
following the
Are you
schedule or
following the
not?
schedule or not?
It's a simple
It's
thing.
a
I
simple
know
thing. I know
there are certain
there are
apps are
certain
also there,
apps are
Google Voice
also there,
Typing
Google
or
Voice
something.
typing or something.
You can speak
You
out
can
what you
speak out
want to
what you
achieve
want to achieve
in a step-wise
in the
procedure.
stepwise
First
procedure.
this, first,
This,
second this,
first,
third
second
this,
this,
like
third
that.
this,
You
like
can
that. You can
go ahead
go ahead
and
and
keep it in a
keep it in a
record, a
record,
voice
voice
recording,
recording,
so that
so that
on and
on
off
and
you
off you
can
can
hear.
hear that. So to give you, it gives you motivation to move ahead. And in chunking self-talk solutions, usually our self-talk makes us, uh, whether it is positive, it is good, well and good. Otherwise we may end up thinking that okay, it's, as I said, it's obvious, I have to, um, I will be like this only, I am with them, that's all. Like that we may end up. What's the smallest, instead of that we can think like this: what is the smallest amount of time I'm willing to put in now? Hitting a single or double, I mean, all these are like a proactive, or what should I say, growth mindset solutions. I can just get started for 10 minutes, and at least, and and at least I will see some progress. I might enjoy Netflix more without the guilty feeling of this project hanging over my head. This is sometimes we may have to appreciate our efforts, and we can give some reward kind of thing. Usually screen time is not allowed, but for adults we can give like this. For children we may not encourage this, but at least for them also these days we are suggesting to uh, 10 minutes reward time to watch some clipping or some song they want, or some cartoon show they can watch for a 20 minutes or something like that. That is also one kind of motivation to move ahead. Walk, not run. That, as I said, seventh floor is far, so you need to have to cross the other floors so that you can achieve what you want in life. It doesn't mean that others are running, you need not run along with them. You can go with your pace, but focus should be on the end result. One thing at a time. Chunking as an alternative to multitasking, these days many of them are not encouraging multitasking because they this slows down you and increases the likelihood of mistakes. Multitasking over a long period of time can diminish working memory, also means what you are doing you might lose your focus, and that leads to uh, uh, I mean, you may end up leaving the project itself in the middle. In about half of the studies, the heavy media multitaskers are significantly underperforming on tasks of working memory and sustained attention. I can see, I mean, these days I am on the computer most of the time. So, are cooking and listening to this workshop, that workshop, juggling, all these are clogging in the mind. So, when I have attended that workshop, I'm missing. Or did I attend that? That question arises in my mind.
Madam, excuse me, sorry to interrupt. I had a question here.
Yeah, please.
My name is Arjun and I work for Cap Germany. I
Mhm.
handle single project. So I'm just, talking with relevant to the scenario which you have told me in the
Mm.
call now. So with
Mhm.
respect to multitasking, see what happens is like, um, it's not that we intend to do. See, the organization focuses on people who do multitasking, and they seem to be more promoted, and they seem to be more, proactive than any other individuals, and they get on a higher rank. So
Correct.
when we do single tasking, we do most effectively and efficiently. When you do multitasking, what happens? You will not be able to focus. See, this is my own personal experience. I'm telling, because
Correct.
when I do multi tasking for multiple projects, it seems like everything is half finished. So, what do you share your thoughts on this? See, this is a practical example. I
Exactly.
wanted to share it with you, madam.
Correct. If it is giving you pressure, definitely you need to work on this, or you need to take breaks in between. If you are multitasking, at least uh, I feel if you are capable enough, you can do multitasking. I don't deny that. Actually, if it is giving you a lot of struggle and pressure, if you are feeling pressurized, take at least breaks in between so that you can focus again.
Okay. I
I
will
mean,
experiment this, madam.
I,
I'll
I
definitely.
mean, I hope this works because we when we teach children. I mean, I'm taking an example of, because I work mostly with children, so I'm taking examples
Okay.
mainly of the children. If we are giving work to them, like for them, multitasking means reading, writing, and copying from the board. All these are multitask skills.
Correct.
So at a time, if they are doing, they after 10 minutes or 7 minutes of time, they lose their interest. Then we give brain break activities. They have to move out of that place for some time, like going to a washroom, or playing with a small toy, or just like that. I give a task like rub the board once, like that, so that again they will come back to us and do the task we have given.
Madam,
So,
just to add to this point, I would like to say one more thing. So,
mm,
whether irrespective of children or adolescents, you call, or
mm,
adults. So, what are the thing is, when someone is doing multitasking, the neural network of a brain, which uh, brings in more capacity, and you become more intelligent. Is that true? Because I just read an article with relevant to this. The more multitasking you do, the more different subjects you study, so the more intelligent you become because of the changing of neural network within your brain. I'm not sure how far this is true. I just wanted to add this up. That's it, madam.
uh, earlier people used to think that multitasker is a biggest, I mean, he is a highest achiever. But these days, mostly wherever you go, mindfulness is important, means you have to focus on one single task so that you can give your best, like that only. I'm hearing from people.
Can I intervene, madam, here,
Yeah.
if permitted?
Please.
Arjun sir, whatever madam is teaching, I have already experienced in the life. I have remained head of the department in very senior positions I have acquired actually. And what you said, multitasking, it is not that you have taken a Mercedes, I will also buy the Mercedes. Whether I should have a capacity to handle that Mercedes or not, I should understand. Here, what has happened? If people have thought a new terminology, multitasking. Okay, everybody is jumping into the well. They want to learn swimming. I want to learn multitasking. I want to prove myself. So that kinds of concept was going on without realizing. In fact, in my counseling, many of the people are coming with me. They are feeling stressed. They are feeling bored. They are feeling overburdened because when you are not able to focus on a particular thing, and you do half thing, something, some multitasking is possible when 100 people are reporting to you and you are supposed to just allot them the job and review them. If you are a manager, then it is permitted. But if you are yourself, you are supposed to execute the job, then it is not. And even if in a multitasking, when you are allotting the job, you are supposed to keep your to-do list and recheck and follow up action plan. Because if you give 10 job today in a multitasking also, your sales hai, marketing hai, operations hai, production hai, pipeline hai, engineering hai, you have given the job. But if you forget, there are smart workers, they will not come to you unless and until boss calls in. So that kind of multifunction or multitasking is not going to give any results. That's what I am telling you. So one has to understand his own capacity, whether I will be able to do this thing. And because God has, see, we are only, hardware has been created by God, common for everybody, but the software is very different. So that software I am supposed to understand myself, that whether my software is able to ready, whether I am the latest version of the God. I'm telling you that the way my son is in Amazon, the way he can handle job, at least I cannot handle the job, because they have been trained right from the beginning. You know, we saw a telephone in the village, and there was no telephone. Today they have born with the cell phone in their hand. We have never seen the computer. They have born with the computer in their hands, and lot of technological advancements are giving. Talent addition is always there. Value addition is there. Talent up enhancement is there, but unless and until am I capable of handling this particular thing, I am supposed to be my own judge. I don't want to say Mr. Arjun is doing multitasking, he is an excellent, I also want to follow. No, if Mr. Arjun is a different software, I am a different software. So that person has to just think about it. Thank you very much for patience listening.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's so clear.
Wonderful, sir. It is
So,
wonderful.
ma'am, can I just say a few things about it?
Just,
This
I have been
is-
I have been handling all India operations, so I know very well. If I talk to East Zone, there is a different problem. Immediately I talk to South Zone, there is a different problem. Suddenly I talk to Central Zone, Madhya Pradesh and Bihar, and some different problems are there. मैं सच बताता हूँ आपको, मैं इतना 40 साल का नौकरी करने के बाद में पागल नहीं हुआ हूँ. That is the biggest blessings on me today. Shweta, I have been sharing something with Shweta, but let me tell you, this is the biggest blessings, that today my mental ability is good in working, and I have not been admitted into mental hospital.
Thank you, sir, for
So,
sharing your
ma'am,
inputs.
Yeah, please.
so, ma'am,
Yes,
can I
sir.
just add on to something?
Yes.
There's something called neuroplasticity. You could just read up on that, sir. Arjun, sir, I was just referring to your question. There's something called neuroplasticity, which is a very positive aspect about the brain. The neurons have the capacity to rewire itself and you learn something more. Okay, this is what I could think of, and you could just read up on neuroplasticity.
Sure,
It sounds
sure,
very
sure.
positive. Yeah.
Thank
I've
you.
just made a
Thank you.
note. Thank you so much.
Yes, we can take questions at the end so that the ma'am can complete, and then we will take questions. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next thing is motivational interviewing. Like, if you need to motivate yourself. As sir said, if you are capable of doing certain things, if you motivate yourself, then it will be easy for you to perform whatever you want, right? So develop discrepancy, create discrepancy between procrastination and what you really want for yourself. Procrastination is nothing but sometimes we end up uh, giving up. Like, if the lot of procrastination happens, knowing that there are a lot of things to do and not knowing what is the sequence of what is the sequence for those steps to complete the task, or we don't know the whole specific steps to follow also. So we need to understand, are you really procrastinating, or are you able to do it or not. First you need to understand that thing, and then support self efficacy, what you are good at. In the beginning itself, find your gifts. I told, so you need to uh, understand what are your strengths, and in that process you can list out the past success you have achieved. So that helps you to gauge. I mean, I am now at this position, but these things in small amounts, maybe you already achieved those things. Roll with resistance. Roll with resistance means it's up to me. I mean, we end up doing that. Well, this is too long, I can't do this. I cannot continue this process. I leave up. I stopped my B.Ed because I was not able to. Special ed B.Ed I have joined, but I could not. I end up thinking that my health won't support. It's a fact, but if I can stretch, I would have stretched also to continue to finish my course, but I could not do that. And I made up my mind that, okay, it's not up to me. It's not up to me. But here, the jargon has to change. It's up to me. However I do, pressurizing is not important here. Whatever you are doing, it's for your happiness. So you need to understand, is it up to me, or some things this can be done in small ways. Maybe I am the in charge of my own self, so I can work on this. If I do like a chunks, maybe I can achieve like that. I be express your self compassion on and off, because nowadays actually after this corona, everybody is focusing more on self compassion and self help. self-care, self to maintain our peace. Talk strategies to limit screen time also. For example, this is a one example. I can do hard things. I mean, limiting screen time is also a big issue for adolescents these days. We can guide them by using these. I can do hard things to, like stopping the screen for some time. I will review my goal list as a reminder how important this is to me, and that time is limited. And progress is not perfection. Progress is important, but perfection is not that important. But continue, whether I am continuously doing for working for my goal or not, that is important. That process is important. And perfection, if you look at the perfection in the progress, may you may end up sometimes, everybody cannot be the perfectionist. So if you are looking only for perfection, you end up procrastinate the thing also. Every time I say I don't feel like it, I postpone goal setting. So this, every time I say I don't feel like it, means anyway I'm going to achieve my goal. I postpone goal setting. If you procrastinate, if these are the lines, you end up procrastinate the thing. How good will I feel when this done? Think about that. Think about the futuristic goal, futuristic setup. Then it may motivate you to finish your task. Motivation is closely related to managing mood also, because if you don't have motivation, you end up procrastinate the thing, and again that gives you pressure, that makes you feel bad about yourself, and you may think about others also, how they feel about me, all those things, anxiety, depression, or some kind of discomfort. Research shows that emotional regulation can be an underlying cause of poor time management. The practice of self-compassion reduces procrastination. To avoid these things, one research is telling that the practice of self-compassion reduces procrastination. You are Yeah, you have to think about yourself. If I have to be happy, I need to do that. If I do that, I can be happy. Empathy for your future self helps you to overcome procrastination. And happiness leads to success. And one point of time, I end up giving my beard, but now again I want to pursue different course, so I am focused. Even though I am in a different situation now, also I want to see my future self in a certain place, so I am working on that. And if you are mood, identifying your emotions or feelings is important when you are managing your mood, because in this also emotional control is also important. Impulse behavior is also we need to manage. So all this, if I feel angry, that you need to fill in these blanks, so that you will identify, I feel excited that I could finish this task on time. I feel secure that I may achieve a good rank in my exam. I'm grateful that I could finish this task with the help of so and so person. Feel happy that I have achieved my goal. I'm guilty, anxious, anything, you can add your own sentence. You can make your own sentence. This gives you some kind of accountability, and also self, you are in your control. That feel also it gives, and you are not stopped. I mean, you are unstoppable kind of feeling you can get. And in the process of identifying your emotion, if you identify emotional granularity, means looking into the depth of the correct meaning. More precise language regulates the mood. So for example, for sadness only, bad, blue, broken hearted, how you are feeling, you need to identify, so that you can work on your emotions also while doing this process. Mood management, turn the channel. If you are upset in the mind, turn the channel. I think of my past accomplishments, and how I have been able to persevere through the challenges in the past. That's what already we have seen in the other slide. Flexible thinking now. Flexible thinking now means if you are struggling to move ahead, then you See yourself as an observer. If that person, if my friend is in that area, how he or she is going to do the task. Be the observer, how imagine yourself, or be your best friend. And about your future self, imagine your visualization techniques. All these are, if you want to see yourself in a certain position, visualize that your future is like that, your future self would be like that. Take the broader perspective, focus on resources and resourcefulness. Resources, what are all the strengths I said already, and who can help you. Resourcefulness and who can help you. Resources doesn't mean only materials, but also the persons in your life. If you are struggling with something, you can go to your best friend or your elders or anybody. Maybe my husband helped me, really helped me to select my course, like that. And also is CBT, already cognitive behavioral therapy. Actually, when you identify any belief that is you are not able to do that, then you can think about like this: is it true? Is it helpful? I'm stuck here. Why? Is it really I'm stuck here? You can think of, is it if I think like this, is it helping me anyway? What could be the other way I can think of to move ahead in life? And find focus. This is the how to be attentive in our life. This attention can be improved by lifestyle choices, like interest. If you are interested in certain things, definitely you will be able to attend. You will focus. Your focus would be more, and your attention also would be last longing. And sleep, everybody is telling these days, sleep is the main thing we need to maintain. 7 to 8 hours of sleep is important to be attentive throughout the day, whatever you are doing. Stress management, definitely. If you are if you are able to manage your stress, attention would be, you are able to focus on what you are doing. Exercise keeps us improves our attention too. Time in nature, it is very important these days. Everybody is following this also. Nature, another workshop also I have attended, where how nature soothes us, how nature makes us keeps us calm and mindful. So nature, spending some time in nature also brings in enhances our attention restoration. As I told, taking breaks in between, or taking a power nap in between. Focus doses means whatever brings back you to the focus, like having a coffee or something while in a workspace space, not to the bad habits like smoking and all, but you can focus on other breaks, having just a chat with your friend in the workspace, like that, to get back to your work. And whatever you are doing, if you are happy, then definitely the attention will be more. The interest and happiness go hand in hand. And limit technology, the distractions we need to avoid. That is the self discipline that comes with self discipline. So limiting technology is a biggest challenge these days. I'm also struggling with that. Sleep, as I mentioned already, sleep deprivation negatively impacts our mood, our ability to focus, and our ability to access higher level cognitive functions. Thoughts are also emotions, everything. It plays a major role. If you are not sleeping well, your performance will definitely, not only performance, you physically also you feel very distressed. The combination of these factors is what we generally refer to as mental performance. Next one. Yeah, nature as medicine, as I mentioned. Nature is a science-backed, powerful strategy to increase attention. The famous Wall Street Journal states that 2 hours a week in nature is equal to 10,000 steps. So many studies have shown positive results. That in one review of the literature, it is mentioned that a therapy that had no known side effects, readily available, and could improve your cognitive functioning at zero cost. Many have suspected that nature can promote improved cognitive functioning and overall well-being, and these effects have recently been documented. So nature enjoy, I mean, breaks in the sense, maybe during the week you are not able to take the whatever, re-energizing yourself, rejuvenating yourself, but weekend you can choose to take a break and go for a nature walk or something, or going to spending time with the family in a picnic or something. That also will help you. I hope I have come to the end of the PPT. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sudha ma'am. It's really very incredible topic and very need of the hour, because everyone must know some of the strategies like nature walk, like stress relieving, like sleep management. And these are points you have covered so well. Like we have to understand. Thank you so much. And yes, friends, you can interact with ma'am. And if you have any question, you can ask Arjun sir, Dharmendra sir, Anita ma'am.
Ac- Actually, this was made for ADHD people, but it's for everybody. Whoever has, we have to work on executive function skills. It is a lifelong process. Actually, I can't say that it is by 25 years we gain and we relax, but it is not like that. We have to work on these skills throughout our life to be intact, both emotionally and whatever. If you are working in a kitchen, also you need to be use these skills. Otherwise, something and the cooking will go wrong, and everybody will bombard you.
Ma'am, very nice presentation, and I am sure you have done a very hard work actually in preparation. Actually, understanding is really difficult for everybody, but your input, I can tell you, this is on my experience, because in my life I have been going through all these processes what you have told. Only one thing I would like to tell, that
Yes.
I will do all these things, but sometimes my decisions are taken by somebody else. Now, I have talked to some spiritual people will say nobody can take decision on behalf of you. I said, sir, because my flights is booking tomorrow. I am going to Andaman Nicobar with my family, and my flight tickets are booked. In the evening, my boss is calling. Tomorrow, you have to go and represent our company in the ministry. So I have to cancel my family let go. I will cancel my ticket. I will book day after tomorrow's ticket, because that's it. See, sometimes people think that life में हम जो चाहते हैं वो होता है, ऐसा नहीं होता है.
Correct.
The factors आपने जो भी list out किए हैं, all those factors, what I am supposed to do, yes, but there are certain external factors also
I
who
know.
are compelling you, कि भाई आप अपना behavior नहीं चलेगा यहाँ पे. And particularly, अभी आपको मैं बताता हूँ, when I was talking to my junior officers, they always tell कि आपको क्या है, आप तो senior है, आपको कहाँ काम करना है. Okay, lot of people have got ambitions कि when you go, आपको खाली क्या है बोल दिया, ये करो वो करो वो करो, आप करते क्या है, ये तो काम करते हैं. But then they forget about it that you go hierarchy, आपका responsibility, stress level. आपने एक sleep का एक slide बनाया है, adequate sleep. I am telling you, there are so many executives have been talking to me कि सर हम सोते हैं तो नींद ही नहीं आती है, और ऑफिस में जाते हैं तो सोते हैं. See how the contradiction. In bed he is thinking about the office problem, and in the office he is not even able to focus there. Okay, so this kind of situation, people have been telling that we started with half a tablet, then one tablet, then one and a half, and
No,
two tablets.
that is what is. I mean, they are not
Exactly.
able to bifurcate the work-life balance.
The very basic, I would like to conclude that what you have given, I am telling you, it's a very good thing for the young generation to start with today.
Correct.
And I am confessing no harm that when you go up higher positions, definitely your decisions are governed by somebody else also. That is nothing that I am the boss, because except Narendra Modi, nobody is his boss in this country. I think so. Okay. So everywhere you talk to secretary, you talk to minister, you talk to collector, everybody has got somebody to change his mind and mood and plans any time. So these are the things of the life, and very nice. I must compliment you and all your team members for this wonderful presentation, which is very helpful. Shweta ji, please share it with me, because it's a certain points which I have missed. In fact, I was noting down some of the points, but some I might have missed, so I'll just take a note of that. Thank you very much. All the very best from my side, madam. In
Thank
fact, I am attending from London. You
Wow.
are giving your program universally, you can say.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, sir. It means a lot.
Thank you so much, Dharmendra
Thank
sir.
you so
Shweta,
much.
do we have the time for another question? Like, can I ask, ma'am?
Yes,
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 yes.
sure,
Uh,
Anita.
Ma'am, thank you so much for a wonderful session. How do you actually have a? It's a very challenging thing to handle a child with who is diagnosed to have autism,
Hmm.
pervasive developmental disorder. Okay, how do you actually have an intervention plan to treat a child who has been diagnosed to have autism? It's quite difficult to have a program for them, like based on every child. Every child is unique. So
Yeah.
how do you have a program, ma'am, and how long does it take for you to? It's quite. I think it's a lifelong this fun process.
For them,
How do you
actually, we
actually?
need to work on. We need to first, what is that? Analyze and test the child where which skill is lacking.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
We,
need to have a detailed assessment. Yes.
detail report we need to take,
Hmm.
and each and one only one task only we can have to work one skill, and in that skill
Okay.
also, stepwise, as I said, the chunks only. For example, if the child is having an issue with the eating or handling or coordination, simple things only we need to work on. Regular things also we work like that only, no, right? So
Yes. Yes.
for teaching certain things to autistic children, we need to follow stepwise procedure. There is should be a IEP, all those things like that also. Like that only,
Okay.
IEFS also should be included. All the
Okay.
cognitive skills like actually for children, natural play and gives that. And in nature, if you allow the child to play, all the executive function skills will be set nicely. That's the best thing.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's a very challenging thing which requires a lot of patience because I've been a teacher in the school, and very recently I had a child who had a lot of behavioral issues, and we found it very difficult, screaming and yelling and throwing things at others and books
That
at
is a
others.
neurological issue, and in a regular
Yes,
school, handling such children is really a challenging task,
yes, yeah,
because we don't
yes,
have in a regular schools the area, the space should be enough. The person should be
yes,
skilled enough to handle such child.
yes,
There are
ma'am, yes,
many
ma'am.
things.
They're
Like
actually looking for inclusion. That is why they are integrated into the normal stream.
yeah,
And, they're sitting in the classroom where it's very difficult for us to concentrate as teachers. We cannot
no,
focus on other children.
that's
And
what, based on the severity, the management
yes,
also should take, and the parents
yes,
also should take the call that
yes,
whether
yes,
the child fits in the regular school, inclusive school setup, or a
yes,
special school. The parents
yes,
have to
ma'am.
take the call. Actually, I suggest parents to, if the child is having more and more issues, there is no purpose in keeping the child in the regular school. He
Yes,
won't
yes,
learn
yes,
anything.
correct.
The
Yes,
apart from that,
correct.
the branding will be done, and he doesn't know that the people are labeling him. That's the major problem.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Anita.
you, everyone.
thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Arjun sir, Dharmendra sir. Yes. Any friends you can interact with, ma'am? Any other questions you can ask?
We have 5 more minutes, I think.
Yes. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
think no other
yeah,
questions.
we
Really,
can.
ma'am, it's really very need of the hour and required. How everyone must know. Dharmendra sir, you want to say something? Okay. Thank you so much, friends. Now, for joining, ma'am, Dharmendra sir is asking for PPT. So, if
Yeah, I
possible,
will try to,
if you can share.
because I have taken the inputs from some other site. So whether it would be a, I don't know whether I can share it or not. That's why I did not share with you also.
No problem. If it is possible, it's okay. Otherwise,
Huh, I mean, if you are keeping for yourself, it is okay. If you share with somebody, I don't know whether.
I normally note down certain points, but since we were interacting and your flow was slightly faster because of time paucity, so I might have missed some point. That's all.
Sure, sir. I'll try to share that thing.
Otherwise, I am having ample stuff, madam. No
I
problem.
don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'll definitely.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone,
Thank
for joining. And yes, please fill the feedback form. It will help everyone. And yes, absolutely, it's a really incredible session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Next
thank you.
Thursday, we have another session at the 8 p.m. learning hour. And stay connected, stay joined, and yes, share the information, share the awareness, what you have learned today, because this is the thing, this we have what we have to learn. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are so grateful, like, you have given your precious time. And Vinita ma'am now joined. Okay, so thank you, Vinita. Yes, ma'am. Vinita ma'am, we are just completed. And thank you for joining. And friends, I will also share the YouTube recording in the WhatsApp group. You can also see at that as well. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Good night.
Thank you.
Shweta, thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.